Fraudulent vehicles, and Russia mourns its flood victims. Good afternoon. Transport Minister Ben Martins has announced a crackdown on the issuing of fraudulent roadworthy licenses, saying unroadworthy vehicles must be kept off the road. He says the department will continuously inspect testing centres in a bid to curb corruption. Last week, over 200 buses that regularly transport school children were found to be unroadworthy during tests in Randburg, north of Johannesburg. The tests followed the death of 20 learners in a Putco bus accident in Meyerton last month. Martins was the keynote speaker at a 3-day Southern Africa Transport Conference in Pretoria.
It has come to the fore that a number of the buses have fraudulent roadworthy licenses. So it's the responsibility of our department to ensure that we regularly pay visits to those authorities that issue licenses, so that we are sure that the licenses issued are valid licenses, not fraudulent licenses.
The presidency has rejected attempts to link EduSolutions, the company contracted to deliver textbooks in Limpopo, to President Jacob Zuma's RDP Education Trust. Presidential spokesperson Mac Maharaj was reacting to a report in the City Press newspaper. Former Flak Plus commander Dirk Coetzee was quoted as saying he personally introduced President Zuma to EduSolutions founder Sean Battleman. Maharaj says companies donate to charitable organizations like the President's Education Trust, but don't receive any preferential treatment. Investigations by at least 4 separate teams into the textbook saga in Limpopo have entered their second week. A suspect has been shot dead and another has committed suicide during a shootout with police in Lenasia, south of Johannesburg. A police officer was also injured and has been rushed to hospital. It's believed that the suspects attempted to rob a house. The homeowner alerted the police. Gauteng police spokesperson Katlego Mogale.
When the suspect noticed the police, they fired shots and the police returned fire. One member was injured and one suspect was shot and killed. Police managed to corner the second suspect, who coincidentally shot himself.
A member of the VIP protection unit attached to KwaZulu-Natal MEC for Agriculture, Misha Khadebe, has been acquitted of all 6 counts of attempted murder by the Pietermaritzburg Regional Court. Langanani Nklomalo was accused of firing shots in the air that caused another vehicle to overturn, injuring 6 people. He's been found guilty only of unlawfully discharging a firearm in public. His co-accused Cyphus Ndlela was found guilty of negligent and reckless driving. The two were travelling in a blue light flashing vehicle when the incident happened in November 2008. Magistrate Chris van Vuren postponed the matter to the 26th of this month for sentencing arguments. And finally, Russia is observing a day of mourning for the victims of the flash floods in southern Krasnodar region. At least 171 people were killed in the disaster. President Vladimir Putin has ordered an inquiry into whether people were given enough warning of the disaster. A separate criminal investigation is underway into possible negligence. The BBC's Oleg Boldarev has more.
I'm standing between 2 fields of sunflowers, and wedged between them is the city cemetery. They're very busily digging the graves. The excavator here has got the orders for 20 for the day. People are still in shock and grief. Some of the people I've seen yesterday seem dazed. They think they should do something, they just don't know what to do. Some of them don't even start cleaning their house, which are covered with mud.
The top story now at 1 o'clock. Transport Minister Ben Martins has announced a crackdown on the issuing of fraudulent roadworthy licenses, saying unroadworthy vehicles must be kept off the road.